Okay, Kara, Coach Grimes here with your forehand analysis. And we've discussed before that sometimes you use open stance and sometimes you use closed stance. But what I've noticed here is that a lot of times you get caught in between both. So first I want to look at what you do well, and then we can build upon that. So here you hit a very good forehand. We're going to look at it in regular speed first, and then go back in slow motion and examine why it's a good forehand. So here you are in slow motion, hitting a closed stance forehand. Now you're not really going to drive very hard through this because you're just rallying, but still you establish a good strong base, prepare your racket early, the ball's still coming in, and then you're going to start to turn your hips into the shot, make contact right out in front of your front foot right there, and then continue to drive through it. And then I'm going to stop the video here and we're going to look at your position. So what I want you to see here is that your front knee is bent and your back leg has collapsed. That means you've transferred your weight into the shot, and that's what you want to do. Okay, we're going to let you finish that shot and point out one more thing right there. So you see here, your racket is wrapped all the way around your body. Your right shoulder is pointing towards the net, which means you've transferred all of that kinetic energy into the ball. So now we're going to look at a sequence in which you can use some improvement. Here you're going to set up for the shot with a closed stance. Now in a closed stance you want to drive through the ball and use linear forces. But here you set up in the closed stance but you use rotational forces by pivoting on your left foot. And we're going to stop the video here and talk about your position. So going back to your original position, I want you to notice how bent your arm is. Your elbow is almost against your body. It is very difficult from this position to generate power on the shot. And you do what I call a workaround. You bring your right foot forward and you pivot on your left foot in an attempt to drive through the ball. The problem with pivoting is that instead of your momentum going through the ball, it actually goes in a circle, and some of that energy is wasted going off to the left. When we look at it in split screen, we can see the ending points of both of your shots. On the left is the one where you pivot, and you see you're almost straight up and down. On the right, your knees are bent because you've transferred your weight into the shot. So what we're going to do is try to get you to hit all of your forehands in a closed stance so we can get more drive into the ball.